Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of trying to get to 2000 using the Grob. We'll just get right into the games. Get an 1800 opponent. Pretty standard Grob stuff so far. H5. Oh, against this, sometimes I like to go for this and sometimes they forget that the rook is hanging if I play it fast enough. But he doesn't, but I get this pawn. I think I'll try and be a bit greedy and just hold on to it, but yeah, bishop c5 is a good move. Maybe I'll try and kick that bishop away at some point. That's under defense, but I probably don't want to double my pawns like this. This isn't a really good pawn structure with the d3 square being so weak, but I'll try to get some queenside expansion to make up for it. I need to defend this pawn. Oh, I can't play d3 right now, so I put my queen here. Yeah, not a good position, despite the fact I'm up a pawn. Gosh, maybe I should try and castle queenside as well. Feels like if I go kingside, I'm down too much in development. Yeah, it looks kind of weird, but I'm going to go queenside. I'm going to go same side for this. I don't think I really care about that pawn that much. It does give me the open F file. He wants to trade. Yeah, I mean, should probably take this. It's a strong knight in the center, so that one has to go. And actually, I'm not attacking this pawn. I went here to attack this one, but oh, yeah. Oh, that's pinned. Yeah. Is there something I can do? No, I don't. I guess not really. Well, I want to keep queens on the board if I'm playing a piece down. Maybe he's gonna hang mate somehow. Check. If I go here, he can check me here, and then I'll just move back. I suppose I should trade truck kind of quickly because I'm trying to bait out a blunder here. I hope he saves his bishop and hangs checkmate. So just trying to play quick so he misses that, but of course he doesn't, and he's gonna check me here in the next move. Yeah, not much I can do to save myself here, to be honest. Perhaps I'll go here and then I'll block and, well, maybe he'll hang this at some point. Yeah, I can take this bishop and give this one back actually, but that's going to be, yeah, it's going to be checkmate on c1. He might not see it though. I'll pre-move this in case he does miss it. Yeah, he had checkmate and my queen defends here, so I live again to see another day, just briefly. He has this check, which is quite annoying. Can I go here? Here, check. No, it looks like I kind of have to run my king this way. And there's basically no hope for me winning. But I'm going to hold out in case my opponent makes a sudden mistake, and I haven't used my time very well either, being down this much time. Just didn't notice that pin that one time. Now I'm going to pay the price for that. Yeah, it's just resignable. Yeah, good opponent. He spotted the pin very quickly. Yeah. Didn't have any sneaky queen moves to get away either. Okay, I'm going to try and play a bit faster this game. I like to try to put some clock pressure on the opponents. Not really sure what kind of setup I'll go for against this one. Sometimes I like to play e5, but... Okay, centralize my knight. Not too bothered about this trade. Maybe I'll go here, pin the queen, and maybe this is okay. I might be able to trade and check me on h5, but I'm not too bothered about that. Don't know what he's trying to look for here. Can't really... Oh. Can he do that? Yeah, can't block with this, otherwise he's gonna be threatening some strange stuff. Oh, that's weird. Never seen this kind of tactic before. Yeah, he's gonna take, and if I take, he's gonna take my rook, I suppose. I have to go here, I guess. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, let's try to play quickly so I can try to come back, not trade pieces. And probably going to try to sack the pawn on the b file so I can get some activity with my rook. Yeah, b5, and do you want to sack this side so I can open things up a bit? Probably push on this side as well. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to play on both sides of the board. But when I'm down a piece, got to try some weird things. Well, a full rook, really. Okay, I can't push there. Let's just try to make moves quickly. If he goes here, maybe that pawn's a bit weak. Maybe I'm infiltrating a little bit. But I'm not really getting much. Just trying to play quickly. Hoping that's enough to make him blunder at some point. My queen's gone very, very far into his territory. Could get trapped at any moment. Do I have some weird ideas floating around, like knight takes? Maybe he's going to draw by repetition accidentally. Yeah, looking for exposed attacks now. Yeah, looks like my queen's just trapped, to be honest. Yeah, maybe he's just gonna not see that my queen's hanging. No, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, another loss. Didn't really stand a chance that game. Would never have seen queen a4 check. Okay, 2 losses. Let's try to get 1 win. If I could get to 1850, that would be good. Right, knight comes, so I'll attack and I'll defend. And I'll keep on developing. Push e4. And gonna keep expanding on the king side. Right. He's gonna castle queen side. Phew! I'm going to just keep developing. If he wants to trade everything down over here, that's fine by me. I guess that's slightly annoying, but this is defended. Okay. Gonna try and castle queenside as well. Get my king out the center. Can't do much with this pin so far, and I'm just going to move out of it quite soon. That doesn't do anything, I don't think. I'm just gonna push that one back on the next move. Oh, he has that. Okay. Sure, fine. I do need to give up my bishop then, because he's threatening both squares. Yeah, I guess he's going to try some trick like this, which probably kind of just wins for him, but I might be able to get my knight here to defend since I'm out the pin now. Oh, just realized I blocked my bishop from defending. Luckily I spotted that. Yeah, he is going for this trick and defend that. I have to give up this rook, unfortunately, because I got to defend the b2 square. But let's get this knight in here. See if he makes some kind of strange blunder. Opponents don't seem to be doing that really today. Okay, attacking the bishop. Obviously I want to keep this knight, so I'll grab that one. And yeah, it's game over again. Wow, very, very good opponents today. I haven't really stood a chance in any of my games, to be honest. Okay. Goes for a similar setup. I guess I'll push d3. Maybe I'll play c4. Yeah, c4 and try to close things down. I'll do this. If he wants to give up the bishop to go into an endgame, I'm fine with that. Might be in a spot of trouble. If he goes here, I can take and fork. If he goes here, I think I can play e4 and threatening the fork anyway. Okay, finally I have an advantage in at least one of the games. Winning a piece here. You can take there and I'll take on b7. And can I give this check? Does this check do anything? Maybe he'll hang his queen. Yeah, he doesn't see that. Or he does see that, rather. Suppose I should try to castle, really. Can't do that with this bishop here, so let's try to chase that one off. I'm not hitting it, but can try and force the trade like this. Okay, if I go here, I'm threatening to remove the defender and take. That looks like a free knight to me, because if he captures here, then I'll take his bishop. Also attacking his rook. Yep. Okay. I'll take this one first. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Then we can trade and just be up 7 points. I do need to get developed, though. This is a kind of weird position where it's not impossible that you end up losing because you're just so far behind in development. Okay, I'm going to take here. I'm going to let him come with the check here because I just need to get my pieces out. Might be able to have some weird discovery, but I don't think he has anything that will win material. I have 6 points to work with, so I can give up some. And guess here I should be trying to trade pieces. I do lose this pawn, but I just need to unfurl everything. Alright, let's block the rook from seeing that bishop. And maybe block here. No, I think I'll just move out the way. I don't need to castle exactly. I have better things to do. Get that on the 7th rank. Can take this with check. Not sure that's the most productive to me winning. So I just have to go back and block it again. But this rook will go here to stop a lot of the push. Then at some point this bishop's going to come out here, so I can get my other rook involved into the game. And I can move this bishop without this bishop hanging. Okay, yeah, I got to get this rook unblocked from behind my king. And, well, my f2 square is defended. I'm not too worried about these rooks. I'm threatening this a3 pawn here. He It's forced to trade, which is great. Or you can do that, but that doesn't do anything for him because I can just put my king here. Perhaps I'm going to go for checkmate on a8 if I put my bishop on c3 and rook on a8. That's going to be checkmate. He could defend. Okay, he's just left the game. Alright, finally a win. Let's try to keep playing fast and not hang pieces. So that's just what you got to do to win in a blitz game. He attacks. I sometimes like to go for this weird d5 push and then c4, c5 rather, just to make things really weird. And here I can trade some pieces down and I guess try to attack the center a bit. Queen b3, bishop g4. Might want to tuck this bishop back, but then maybe I have tactics to take here at some point. The knight defends the e5 square for now. Okay, let's go here. I'm threatening to take and... Yeah, is this just a blunder? Takes, 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 takes is one thing I can do. Takes, takes. Okay, he'd recapture with the knight here, but if he takes here, then I'm taking on this square, and then... Yeah, I think that's going to be good for me, and if he tries to do this, then... Yeah. Counter-attacking this bishop. Okay, I'm a pawn, so trading might be good. And perhaps I can go long castles. I mean, rook c1, king b1, e6, I guess, is a move. But I think I just got to get my king out the center mainly. Not sure if that was the best decision. All right, let's defend a7. And I really need to get my pieces out ASAP. So that's going to mean playing e6 to get my knight to f5 or c6. Probably c6 is where I want it to go. And am I going to have to sack this f7 pawn? My position's so passive. Not quite sure how this happened. Alright, maybe I should put it on f4 so my f7 pawn's not so weak. Oh, is that just a free knight? What am I missing here? It looks kind of like a free knight to me. Yeah, maybe I'll find out what I'm missing, but I think I'm just going to take that one. I almost didn't even consider that. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Okay, I'll just go back to where I was, I suppose, and continue with my plan. He's going to stack up here, maybe. I want my knight to be blocking like this. Probably going to play b4. Yeah, do I want to capture this pawn? I think that's a bit greedy, probably. So, I'll just try to trade queens instead. Don't want to open up A files. Just keep things simple when I'm up a material. Goes for the pin. If he... If I go here, you can just take. Wow. This is really bad for me, actually. Then check. Right, this is the best I've got at the moment. When he takes, I can check on b1 and think he has to block with the bishop, or if not, he blocks with the queen and then I trade, then take. Yeah, block with this and then got this. Pretty lucky I saw that, to be honest. should be back in the winner's throne. He abandons the game. Okay, that is a good defensive tactic to find. Next game, let's see if I can get back to 1800. Grob stuff. Perhaps I will do something a bit different and go for b3 here. Hitting the pawn. Alright, that's a free one. Take here, and I can recapture if he takes on a1. If he does this, I think I'm inclined to block mostly. And then get my pieces out like this. So let's see. Alright, let's develop my knight. Maybe I want to castle kingside, maybe I want to castle queenside. I think since I'm up material, I'm just going to see what my opponent does, then copy them. Yeah, let's keep things on the same side. I think I'll play king b1 as well. Yeah, get my king slightly further away from the center, and my king does have a shield. It is a bit of a strange looking setup, but it's basically completely safe for now, and I'm just up material. So trying to bring the queen in to attack c3. What if I play d5 instead to shut down this bishop's scope and perhaps force a trade on my own terms? So I'll recapture with the knight, and he's letting me shut it down. Got my king side under lock. Bring in the knight. If I could trade it for this bishop, I think I'll be happy, even though it's a closed position. Oh, okay, I completely forgot about that somehow. But he's playing for this trick with bishop a4. I'll just move this rook somewhere else. Okay, he's playing quickly, which is what you should do. Maybe e4 looks a bit wrong, but I am trying to exploit the pin here. I think I'd be quite happy to trade down if he gives me the opportunity. But really, I'm not sure if I want to trade this nice long-range bishop for a knight. I somehow feel like I'm doing something quite bad here. I did it anyway. Yeah. Probably just not the right plan at all. But I couldn't really come up with anything else, and I'm going to have to scurry back to c1, aren't I, because I missed rook d3. But maybe I can try to trade it off. He has very good compensation here, to be honest. Okay, let's try to trade. Try to trade again. Oh, that wouldn't be good. Okay, I'll stack up here. And don't really know what the plan is. Definitely an equal position, I'd say. It's just so stuck in. It's a closed position, and these rooks really don't seem to have any kind of future. Could take with the queen. Can defend like this, but then maybe I'm getting something back here. I get that the B file's open now, but I don't think that's something you can really exploit. Trade here, perhaps. If he gets rid of this rook, his king is going to suddenly be quite exposed. I should up how fast I'm playing. Not much time. Threatening this. Not anymore. He defends the pawn. Glad I spotted that. I'm just going to keep giving checks until something lands. Okay, not sure why he's doing that, to be honest. Does he want to hang his queen? King c3? Oh, I don't want to draw here. Suppose I don't really have a choice. He's going to come in otherwise, yeah. Just got to go for the draw. Let's see, actually. Was that an actual draw? I really felt like I had to go for that, otherwise he would have come through. But apparently... Oh, queen c5. What does that do if he goes here? A3, and I didn't see any follow-up check here. Oh, I have the rook. Okay. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, so I could have even played A3 here, right? And then had this for. Interesting. Missed that one. Okay. Searching for a while. Perhaps I'll restart. Another game. Same Grob setup. I will push past, defend. This is when they sometimes like to make a sacrifice. Okay, he doesn't. Unfortunately, I like it when they make the sacrifice. I don't think it's a very good sacrifice for them when they do make it. Yeah, let's try to trade. He goes there. I'll start by going here with tempo, and that, yeah, just hung my bishop. That was silly. That was very, very bad. Okay, time to play really, really fast to try to come back from this. Oh, what? Okay. Just play fast, and don't blunder. Okay, this is going to be my next move, threatening a fork. Next move is going to be bishop e6, or probably taking back if he defends. Next move is going to be b4, trying to open things up for counterplay. Right, if that, then a6, b4, this is my plan. Take back. Fix my pawn structure. Attack this pawn. Okay. I am trading, but I'm thinking I have a lot of pawns here. Ah, that's annoying. Missed that. Okay. Yeah, he gets on the second rank now. And he probably just comes in with the knight. Does he think that's not defended? He doesn't. Don't have much to do other than shuffle my king on the back rank, but maybe he can't really find a way forwards either. Let's see. Bringing his king in, interesting. Well, yeah, I guess he has that now, that's why. Threatening mate. Let's go back. Don't know what I'm playing for, to be honest. There's absolutely no way that he loses this. Yeah, I can just resign here. There's no counterplay at all. That was very silly. I noticed that he could take back with the bishop. Take back with the queen once I take the bishop, but I didn't really think about the fact it was a new threat, so I need to shift my mindset this game and just look at what my opponent's attacking. Let's think about that. Okay, not attacking anything. Attacking this. He defends. Attacks my knight. Let's see if we can trap his bishop. Alright, push past. Gonna start expanding on the king side here. Yeah, not really sure what that does, to be honest. Happy to make that trade. Oh, that's a free one. Don't think that's a good sacrifice for him at all. Can keep harassing this queen. Is his queen trapped even? That wouldn't surprise me. He just sacrifices queen and put his queen near many of my pieces. Looks like it is trapped. He doesn't have any tricks to get out of it. Yep, that's going to be free, and still have to watch out for some counterplay. With this bishop opening up, perhaps, so let's try to... Well, I suppose trading's always good when you're up material, but then let's try to clog it down. And, I mean, surely it can't be bad to trade. I'll stop the knight coming in and defend this pawn. But really what I want to do is try to open up this position so my rooks can actually get into the game. If he wants to make this trade, I'll be very happy to see that. Oh, I didn't mean to play c5. That's not what I wanted to play at all. I wanted to play c6 to try to open up some files. Maybe heal en passant if I'm lucky. Yeah, let's think. So I'm going to sacrifice here so that I can bring my rook in when he defends. One way or another, a file is going to be opened. Okay, I'm just safe here, I think. Yep, and I can just move here. I'm safe. And I can defend. Does he want to make that trade? Well, I have this open B file now, which is what I wanted it always to happen. Okay, another free one, and looks like he's collapsing now. I get the rook. Okay, well, let's see if I can beat my peak at least. I think I was 1804 or something. So if I get higher than that, I'll probably end the episode there. D3. Bring out the knight. It lets me put my knight in the center. And I guess I'll go for this pin. Maybe I'll trade to keep this nice centralized knight and develop a knight of my own. Perhaps I even want to castle queenside, just because I feel like it. Ooh. I'm already thinking of tactics here. Whenever they undefend this knight, I'm always thinking, yeah, let's trade. Is my knight getting trapped there? Maybe a bit. I guess I'll just take that then. Trade and, well, is castling safe? Probably castling queenside's better. Got to protect the rook. Defend that. And again, I think I want to start opening some files. I'll get my queen in a better position first. And then I want to start opening up some files for my rooks to take advantage of the fact I'm up a pawn. Yeah, this is a file I can open. I can get my rooks into the game now. There we go. Let's try to trade this rook here. Reinforce this rook. I don't want to give him the open file on the board. Is he going to go into a pawn endgame? That's surely an easy win. Alright, this king needs to activate. Kind of interesting move. Okay, I'll give him the e-file now because my king can block. Do I want to isolate my pawns? Probably not, to be honest. Let's keep it so that they can defend each other. I'm not very good with endgames, is the only thing. But that move looks like he's just let me in to all these weaknesses. Yeah, what are you going to do about this threat here? I don't think you can defend this one. Can't even counterattack. Resigns, just resigns. Okay, 1805. Does that count as above my peak? I guess it's 1 elo above my peak. A bit measly though. Let's see if I can get another win in the bag. Okay, I'm going to go for b3, just because it baits them into thinking they might be able to take my rook for a little bit. Don't know if it does anything, to be honest. Okay. Yep, that's attacked, so if I trade it off, it's not going to be attacked anymore. Don't know why I went for this setup when I'm trying to win. Just a bit smushed. Well, it's not going to be something they're used to facing. Trying to castle queenside, so I'm already starting this kind of avalanche of pawns. Okay, he does castle king. I'll also castle kingside. Not a very safe castle, but not the least safe. I've worked with less safe castles before. Yeah, I'm creating this weak c4 square, but I just don't really care. I'm going to try to open up the position since my kingside is so weak, and develop my knight. Let's just move out the pin. Let's not even think about that. And what's going to be my plan? I don't really have a plan here, to be honest. Got to move out the pin for one thing. Getting this bishop open would be nice. Is that a free bishop? I think it might be. Could he resign? If he resigns, I'd be quite happy because he does have a fair amount of counterplay. Ooh. Interesting sack. Get another pawn. But he gets key defender of my kingside. I'll go for it because I think I have some more pieces as backup. I have my rook to come and I have my knight to come over. If he takes, my queen's going to be in a good spot to defend as well. Don't see any immediate follow-up. As soon as I get my knight on g3, I'm going to be very happy. That's going to really clog down his attack. And it could come to f5 even in the future. Yeah. This looks good to me. And at some point, I really do want to open up this bishop. It's been stuck behind this pawn for basically the whole game. Now, am I threatening this? Technically, it's a fork, but it doesn't feel quite right to go for this when I'm under attack. Okay. Well, he's not attacking my knight. But I think I want to drop that back because my queen's not a very stable defender, and I want to push c4 eventually anyway to get this bishop open. And maybe this knight can come over to the... Ooh. Oh no. I missed that. Yeah, that... Okay, attacking h3 was the idea. Well, hopefully he thinks this sacrifice is a good idea, which it isn't because my queen can just come back to block. Oh, although maybe he can do this, which would be bad. Well, don't really have a choice. Can't block with my queen, so yeah. I thought he was there to like put pressure on my knight and just improve the queen, but of course he's attacking this. I should have just gone up with my king and then I'm perfectly safe from all threats. Okay, he misses it. Brilliant. I'm not going to spend a second thought about bringing my queen back to defend. And got to get that bishop open. Maybe he thinks that pawn's hanging. I doubt it. Okay, I do want to be able to move this knight at some point. Does he think that's free? Attacking the rook. Okay, just 18 seconds. I just need to not get checkmated in 18 seconds. Sounds easy enough. Yeah. So I think this is good. I'm attacking the rook. I brought another defender. And maybe even... Well, that looks just bad. I'm going to lose that if I do. Maybe f3. f3 looks pretty wild. But it makes me not get checkmated. Oh, or does it? I completely missed that. Okay. Gosh, 9 seconds, but I know these guys can move really, really fast. Here, he loses that, but I have the time advantage. Even if I didn't, I think I'd have some pretty good chances. Yeah, and get the win again. Okay, well, I'll end off the video here. Got a little bit above my peak, not as a successful run as last time. But I think next episode I'll be a bit more locked in, and hopefully we can get to 1850.